I'm Tocky and I make saves like this or this every weekend.
Wow, I am back after the 7-week hiatus. In that time, we've had matches off for waterlogged pitches, frozen pitches, Christmas and New Year, but we're finally back in action this morning as we travel to Bridlington Rovers away in a game that should have been played on the 18th of December. So on this sunny but crisp and windy morning, we're into the match. It was Bridlington who had the first chance with a route one kick from the keeper for 16 to Chaz, but his header was gathered up by yours truly. A long kick from me found Chaz battling the ball before Coops and Tom stepped in to try and help win the ball back. Before the ball fell for Archie, who passed it to Spencer. He turned and played the ball forward for Archie C to chase, but the bridge keeper got up the first and launched forward, which Spencer headed, although it ended up backwards towards our goal, which saw Archie shield the ball from two Brid attackers, allowing me to nip in. Our first corner of the match then saw us take the lead as Archie lifted one into the box, which a Brid player got head on the ball, but the clearance fell to Spencer, who controlled it and smashed the shot across the goal, nestling in the far corner, putting us 1-0 up. Another long punt from the Brid keeper almost split our defence, which saw 12 pressure from both Tom and Will, before Will free near the byline. Just as he was about to square the ball, Will got a boot on it, which was enough to bounce it through to me. A rather poor goal kick from me was headed forward by Brid 16 for 3 to chase, but Kenny was in quick to cover for my mistake and clear the ball out for a Brid corner. Josh gets a 1-2 off Archie by trying to play the ball over to Chaz, but it's cut out and played forward, which in turn is cut out by Archie L. His header finds Spencer, who lofted the ball forward, which again was cleared but only up in the air. As it fell, Archie pokes the ball down for Alfie, who is in space 30 yards out, turns and hits on the half volley in a perfect strike as it loops and dips, doubling our lead on the 11th minute. Then he has a bit of a griddy to celebrate it. A long throw from halfway nearly caught us again as 16 attempts to put a crossing towards the back post. This saw Kenny get a great footing to take it away from 14 before Coops nipped him with a header and ran forward. His outside the boot pass was well weighted for Archie to chase, but the Brid defender got there first. Our throw deep into the Brid half was headed clear before a pass from Brid 12 saw him go get a great run as he beats fast Archie, keeping the ball in play and hurdling Spencer's sliding challenge, but not getting the third as Kenny comes flying to clear him out. With not much action for the last few minutes, barring the ball hitting the ref, the game fell a bit scrappy before Alfie broke on a ball from Ethan. He pushed to the edge of the box while passing back to Ethan, who crossed from deep for Archie C and Josh in the box. The ball was cut out and sent skyward, falling for Spencer. His first shot hit air, but he battled beating two Brid players before lashing it one at goal, unfortunately just wide. A Brid goal kick was cleared first by Archie before Spencer scooped it forward for Ethan, who had come on for Chaz. Ethan chased and battled against Brid's 5, Nate, before coming on top, breaking into the box. As he got into the 6-yard line, he unleashed a low drive across the goal into the back of the net, giving us a 3-0 lead. A minute later, Ethan was nearly in again as another long Brid throw saw a headed clearance from Archie, which Coops latched onto. Then in some brilliant passing play, Coops played it to Josh, whose quick pass to Alfie saw him lay the ball through on the deck for Ethan. He burst into the box once more, hitting it low, only to be denied by Brid's keeper's feet. That was a magnificent football from the lads, and that deserved a goal. Another long punt from the Brid keeper saw the 16 battle with Will, who pressed and holding the Brid player up, stopped him getting across him. Tom came in. Tom picked up the ball from Will and continued to frustrate the attacker, taking the ball away from him before turning, and all 16 could do was put it out for a goal kick. As we approached half-time, Alfie was brought down on the edge of the box, which saw him step up to take the free kick from a dangerous position. His low drive knuckleball through the gap, found the bottom corner, putting us 4 up at the break. Definitely something he's practising training against me a lot. Half-time, so what a first half. 4-0 up and hardly anything for me to do at all. An early free kick just inside our half saw another long ball into our box, this time finding its mark as the Brid attacker poked an attack on goal. I got something on it, but it was second attempt looked like it was going in, only for Will to hit it clear off the line before Tom and Ethan get it further down the pitch. Seconds later, after this saw Bridlington harassed by Coops on the edge of the box, passed forward to 12, who tried to do a bit much with it first. Josh, then Archie burst pressuring him, but he finally ran out of luck as Alfie picked his pocket and laid Archie through. Bridlington tried to push him out wide, but with the ankle tightening, somehow Archie squeezed the ball in at the near post, and just like that, we were 5-0 up. A minute later, we were nearly in again with another great piece of football. Archie's header was knocked forward. Tom got in touching it to Coops. He drove forward, giving it to Archie, who quickly passed it on to Josh, who in turn passed it to Alfie, who attempted to chop it back into Josh Archie's path, only for Brid's two just to get there first. A few minutes later, we had Brid pinned in their half with a couple of chances before Kenny hit this forward. Brid defended, but 11 hit it backwards to 14 and a pass fell for Josh. He chested the ball and hit it on the volley at goal, which bobbled right in front of the keeper as he tried to collect it. Unfortunately for him, it fell straight for Archie to throw it into an open goal, putting us now 6-0 up. We nearly had 7 as Kenny passed it to Archie, who laid it off to Josh, who cannoned this one past the Brid keeper, but also off the underside of the bar, bouncing for Archie to head it the wrong way. A long throw from Archie saw Alfie get a flick on header, which needed a hand from the Brid keeper and denied Alfie a hat-trick goal. Ethan picked up a loose ball from 11, who hit it forward to Archie. His little touch off to Alfie, breaking into the box once again, looking for that third goal, turning it onto his right, only to be denied once again by the Brid keeper. A long throw from 14 nearly paid off again, but I was out quick to collect with backup from Will and Kenny. Alfie game was stopped to goal from this corner as it was whipped in by Josh. The header fell at the feet of Alfie, whose side foot effort was blocked by the Brid keeper, and Josh's hit second later hit the side netting. Tom passed this one for Chaz, who battled hard against 2 Brid players while passing to Alfie. He tussled against another Brid player and then laid it off to Spencer. He then beat his man and tried to put Josh through on goal, only for it to be blocked. The loose clearance from Brid landed at Alfie's boots once more as he hit this effort, only to be thwarted by the Brid keeper again. A quick short ball from the Brid keeper nearly stopped great chances for his end at halfway, and a dink ball for 14's chest, but a loose touch from 14 allowed me to be out quick, gather up on the slide. A long Ethan throw over the top saw Alfie and Tom chasing it, but off camera, and lucky for him, Alfie goes down a bit theatrically after getting a knock in the leg. It was all good fun with both the ref and Chris laughing at Alfie's tumble. A throw from Archie in our half saw Ethan turn chase with persistence, paying off as he intercepted a wayward ball from Brid. He knocked it past Nate and then dribbled into the box, but he crossed for Chaz, or a shot bobbled off a rough patch by the byline. With time dwindling down and the match was already decided, nothing of note happened until this free kick from 39 came back to him near halfway. His side-footed hit had accuracy but lacked power as I bring it in. Then my hook forward for Chaz nearly saw us get another as he battled for it before Archie latched on and chased to the byline. His pullback saw Ethan running in, but the Brid keeper again got a much needed hand on it. With less than 2 minutes left, Brid had his free kick 25 yards-ish or so. 12 wide up the shot and got up and over the wall, but it didn't dip enough as it headed over the crossbar. And with that, we saw the last 90 seconds out or so. Well, after 7 weeks without a match, that was a hell of a way to start the new year. Massive props to the Brid keeper. He kept the goal tally down with several key saves. In other news, I'm a qualified referee after completing my 5th training match. So next week we'll look to go again as we play host them live a lot of Springhead FC in what is always a great match. Catch you then.